Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and before the video starts, I just wanted to say that I generally prefer to not curse on my channel, but unfortunately I forgot to tell NerfStrangerX that, so there was a little bit of cursing in this video, so, sorry everybody, that was my fault and not his, so, sorry. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and my target sense is telling me that I'm not alone. Oh no!
Get your hands up, fool.
Oh no! I'm being held hostage by NerfStranger! With a Nerf gun, no less! Oh no!
Not only one!
Oh no! I can play this game too! Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, it is not working anymore.
Oh no! It's not working! Oh no! Oh no! I think we got each other! Oh no! NerfStranger,
okay. Yay! That went awesome.
So anyway, this is our overview review of the first half of Season 5.
Yeah, my name is NerfStrangerX, and yeah, I'm here in Blue Star's video.
Yo!
Who thought of that?
So yes,
yeah, as you already said, we're going to overview and like trade our opinions on the first half of Season 5.
yes. So, do you want to start first?
Okay, so let's start with episode 1 and 2, I guess.
Okay.
So first off, guys, what I think about Season 5 is that it's overwhelming amazing. I think it has such a high potential, and it's like it's blowing my mind how good this season is in relation to the other seasons.
Yes, it's like, yeah, I mean, this is definitely a very good season. It's definitely the short answer. It's like, there's these episodes are really, really good. They're kind of hard-hitting in the emotional areas, but they're very, very good at everything. And we've seen things in a way that we haven't seen before from this show, and in a way, in shows like this before, and I really like that. And like the opening of this season was like, this was not a typical My Little Pony episode. There wasn't a huge, super crazy villain or monster or anything. It's like, this was a much more smaller episode. This was just about the main six being in this town, you know, facing Starlight Glimmer, who's definitely a villain, but compared to, you know, Discord or Nightmare Moon, she's nothing.
I wouldn't call Discord in his old form.
Oh yeah, I mean, in his old form, yeah, he was a villain. I mean, certainly in that episode.
I wouldn't even call him villain. I would call him like a prankster.
Okay, yeah, I do have to. Yeah, I mean, now after seeing everything, I mean, at first, yeah, I thought Discord was a villain. He was, you know, and everything. But you know, obviously, all that's changed now. See that he was a good guy. That, you know, he was a prank.
Discord best ever. Wait.
Uh-oh. Well, anyway, he's getting whatever. It's like, yeah, Discord was, yeah, he was, aw, Discord plushie. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean,
Discord is best pony.
He's a good guy, that he doesn't want to hurt ponies, that he's a prankster. He wants to mess with ponies, but he doesn't want to hurt them and everything, so.
So, somehow we went from, Cutie Map to Discord.
Yep. Oh well.
What happened there?
It happens. So,
oh yeah, Blue Star. Just warning to you, I'm like gigantic Discord fan. So
yes, I know.
If I talk about him all the time, because I will do that.
Okay.
I'm apologizing now.
I will be aware of that. So anyway, yeah, Cutie Marcus was a really good episode. Because it was. The interesting thing is, I almost think of it almost as a classic Star Trek episode. This is so the basic formula of how a Star Trek episode runs and everything. It's like we land on this planet, on this town, and like we have to go. There's something that we know we need to go fix here, and then everything. We think everything's okay. And then one of the people walks up to us and say, "Please help us."
Yeah.
And everything.
I mean, I do not watch Star Trek, but I think I understand what you mean.
That's okay. Yeah, it's just such a thing. It's like, it wasn't. You know, this culture is not necessarily wrong. It's just different.
It's different, definitely. Yeah.
Until we learned that it's basically a cult.
Yay.
But then, after we learned that it's basically a cult made by Starlight Glimmer, then yeah, this is a bad culture. We need to go do something about it. But the cool thing about that episode was that, you know, Yeah, all the main six were kind of acting like princesses in that, they are not the ones that have to go beat up Starlight Glimmer. It's like they're here to help inspire these ponies to go and free themselves and everything, and then they have to, in a way, step aside and let those ponies deal with the situation. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, oh, you finished?
Yes, I'm finished.
Okay. Yeah, I have to say yes to a lot of your comments, because this starter was definitely totally different, as you said, and that was what has blown me the most. I was thinking like they prepared so much and talked so much about how epic season 5 is gonna be, and that it's gonna be so much better, etc., etc. And like in the trailers where they're saying, and what they're facing now they never have faced before, etc., etc. And I was like, oh my god, what the hell can they do to top the T-Rex stuff? Yeah, and then they came up with that, and it was totally surprising. It wasn't like a huge action scenario stuff with lasers and huge Centauruses. It was like an episode with a lot of thought behind it. And that was so cool about this episode. There's so much in this episode what you really have to think about, and like what is going on. And the episode was confusing me so much. Like I didn't know what to think, happy or sad or whatever. And that was so amazing. But that was amazing about most of the episodes this season, I have to say. But yeah, no, the starter was really fucking cool. We had a lot of amazing new characters. Like Double Diamond, Party Fever was his name?
Party Favor.
Favor, okay. And then of course Starlight Glimmer, who has a like amazing personality, a totally different one from everything we ever had in the show. And there was a totally new concept with amazingly thought out. And I think the whole idea behind this, the like everyone has to be equal, that a perfect friendship is possible. I can totally understand that, what Starlight Glimmer is trying to reach there. I mean, it makes sense what she's trying to do. That's what I think. At least. Yeah, she's trying to make everyone equal, so no one is better than the other.
Yeah, I mean that's what I like about Starlight Glimmer, is that she's definitely more than she appears and everything. It's like it's going to be interesting to find out what was her motivation, what's driving her and everything.
Oh yes.
Yes, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I will take this opportunity. I have not seen any of the trailers. Oh dear, so and I don't intend to go watch them. So oh dear.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Okay, sorry, just have to say that.
I don't watch spoilers myself. So
okay, good.
If you know any spoilers, do not.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
I hate spoilers.
Yes, I hate spoilers too.
Okay. Yeah, this episode was completely amazing. Like, to see the main six in a state where they can't do that much to change what is happening, and that's cool stuff. They really had to let others do the work for them this time, like in the end of it. But yeah,
I like that. That was cool.
And what I think is such an amazing fact as well, and stuff we still need to discover, hopefully in this season, if not the next season, Starlight Glimmer's magic. I mean, she appears to be so damn strong. She told Twilight that she studied to take a cutie mark, a talent, so much power from someone. I mean, she took Twilight's magic, and Twilight has a lot of magic. How strong must Starlight Glimmer be to do that? Yeah. And that's like, what the fuck? And that is something I really want to see in future episodes. Yeah. I'm so hyped for that. I mean, like, it's such a cool concept.
I mean, it's a kind of a scary concept, but it is kind of cool. It's like wow, I never thought of that. A pony who has the ability to take other ponies' cutie marks. Wow, yeah, I mean, that's a revolution.
She's just a unicorn.
She's just a unicorn.
I mean,
it's like
she's not an alicorn or discord or something like that. No. She's just a unicorn and can do something so powerful that means she must be a very freaking powerful unicorn. Yeah, and that is so cool because we never saw like an overpowered normal character. Like the rarity with the book. She was like overpowered.
Oh my gosh. No. She's gonna kill us all. Run. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. So I'm so freaking hyped for Starlight Glimmer in future episodes because the ending of this starter was so amazing too because she got away. That means there has to be something. There has to be.
Yes, there has to be.
The possibilities they have with that are so huge. Like, they can make her appear again. They can make her do something really bad. They can make her... in later... Like in episode 12, I need to mention something about this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're coming to that later. And she could, make up or become a team with one of the other villains we saw in older episodes, like Chrysalis, Sombra, etc., etc.
Yeah.
The possibilities are too
Yeah.
much. Like,
Yes.
oh my god.
Yes, it's like definitely the one thing is we're definitely not done with Starlight Glimmer. She's gonna come out of that cave at some point, and then she'll be back with a vengeance.
Hopefully,
I guess. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, will she make an appearance? How many more appearances will she make by the end of the season? I don't know, but we shall see. But I definitely know we're gonna see her again during this season.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so
Good. And I also hope we maybe see the little town again, or the characters out of that town, like Double Diamond, Party Favor.
Yeah, that'd be
stuff.
cool.
I hope we see them again.
I hope they give that town a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like they didn't even.
And
that.
in my opinion, this starter is one of the best, but for me, of course, nothing can top this one. So. Yeah.
I have a feeling I know what your favorite episode of the season, this half of the season is.
Wait, not even. That is the funny thing about that, but I will get to that later.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, this 2 episodes have blown my mind because I was imagining so much stuff into it, and something totally different but still amazing happened, and that is what surprised me so much.
Yeah. I mean, again, there was a line somebody said about Star Trek once, is that most Star Trek episodes are meant to, are written to make you think, but there are a few that are meant to make you laugh. But in MLP's case, it's the opposite. Most episodes, in a way, are designed to make you laugh, but there's a few that are designed to make you think. And this is definitely an episode that's designed to make you think, which I think was pretty cool. I like that. It was
a lot of season 5 is trying to make you think.
Yeah, yes, definitely. And it wasn't that simply, these
My
characters
brain
are good,
hurts.
these characters
My
are
brain
bad.
hurts.
It's not as simple as that at this time, It's just not that simple, and I like that.
So much thinking. My brain hurts.
My brain, it hurts. Oh.
Okay.
But that's good.
Okay, that were the first 2 episodes. Next one, Castle Sweet Castle. Your turn.
Castle Sweet Castle. It's like, this was a lot of people have reacted very emotionally to this one. I sort of did, but yeah, like when at the end where it's like, I was just like, Twilight's gonna cry. That's so nice. But other people were like, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
But no, this is a very good episode again because it was it was emotional. It's like it was a maintenance episode, as I call it, because obviously the Golden Oaks Library was blown to smithereens, and obviously we have to deal with that. Not to mention that Twilight has this big, huge castle now. It was like, okay, I'm here. What do I do? It's like now she has to make this in a way this big empty building into her home. So, but that was a pretty cool process. I mean, this in a way was sort of a classic TV show thing for them to do. It's like, okay, we have to go fix this now without Twilight knowing, which I thought was kind of strange because Twilight fully knows what's going on, so they don't have to actually lie to Twilight. They could just say, Twilight, we need some more time. Could you not come back now?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I've been ignoring that. But it was still fun and everything, and there were some fun surprises in this episode, and I did like the resolution. That was so touching. It was so nice. I mean, I kind of think that the roots kind of look a little strange as a chandelier, but that sentiment and what they were trying to do was really cool, and I really liked it. And it was just a nice episode, and I did like the song, especially the reprise. It's like, I wish it was longer. I wish that the reprise was longer because that was cool. I liked that.
I thought it was okay, but it's definitely not one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's okay. I mean, the first
Because
part.
I don't really like Rainbow Dash singing, and Rarity is not my favorite either.
It's okay.
But yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not the greatest song ever, but I kind of like it. But I mean, the second part, not the first part, because the first part was like the classic. Oh, they're gonna make this place their home and not Twilight's home. And
That was what annoyed me so about this episode. Like they did not think their plan through.
Nope.
They did not. They
Oops.
thought like, okay, we're bringing our worthy stuff to her and giving it to her. I mean, that is so nice of them to do that and to think about it like that, but it doesn't make any sense because it isn't Twilight stuff and it isn't her home anymore if they like decorated like it was their own. And that is like, they should see that after all those time spending together. They should see that, but yeah, that's the point of the episode.
Yeah,
I know, but I have to mention that. That's
I know.
Like, yeah, they should know.
They should know. It's like, this is a classic thing in a way with the show. It's like they should know by now and stuff. Like there have been episodes where, like Fluttershy is shy. They should know this by now.
They make a damn like assertive episode for her, and she's still freaking shy after that.
I think
it's changing a bit in season 5.
Yeah, it's changing a bit, but it's like
finally.
What was it?
It took way too long.
I mean, I think in a way things like that are probably not going to change because that's one of her core personality things. That's not gonna. You don't snap your fingers and all of a sudden, okay, I'm not shy anymore. It doesn't work that way. You always struggle with those kind of things. But anyway,
yeah, what I liked the most about this episode is, like, I think it was the little details about this episode. Like, we saw a little bit more of her castle. That was exciting for me, at least.
Yeah.
And in Ponyville, which we have never seen like this before, or at least I think so, is a little bit more insight in some of the buildings, like the shop where you can buy sofas and quills.
I guess.
No, the bed shop.
It was a bed shop
where they were
maybe it was that
looking
store,
for.
I don't know, but,
where they were looking for Spike's bed. I thought that was cool to see some buildings from the inside. And we saw a little bit more of the spa. I thought that was cool, and one of them talked. Lotus or Aloha talked for the first time.
You mean the spa ponies?
Yeah, one of them talked in the episode, and that was like freaking amazing for me, at least. And the little scene with Bulk.
I was gonna say Bulk
working
biceps
at the spa. Yeah,
it's
holy
like,
shit.
Spike, you are gonna die.
Exactly. Yeah, those little details were so fun about this episode, I think.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the emotional scene at the end to just, think back about our beloved library and take a moment to think about what happened in all those time. We watched MLP now, and to look back a bit. And then I thought the idea of making this chandelier, wasn't it?
Yes.
With the crystals and the whole all of the memories was just such a beautiful sight and a beautiful idea. Oh my god, I loved it so much. I almost teared up because Twilight almost teared up. Yeah.
The interesting thing is that, that might be the way the writers of the staff feel. It's like, I remember reading in one of the Elements of Harmony, the guidebook. It's like when they were describing doing the Celestia's Ballad scene with the part where where they show like the past 3 seasons. It's like this is like going through like the last 3 years of my life.
Exactly.
So I bet you the writers and the staff were tearing up at that moment too. This is like, this is like the last 5 years of our life. It was so nice. But that was cool.
And I think this episode was a very good lead over to the start into the season. Like, we had this amazing starter, and then a very good episode after that.
Yeah.
And so they started to get into this season.
Yeah.
And I think it worked well.
Again, this is why this is a maintenance episode. This is like they have to go deal with even the very first episode is it's like, okay, we're here. Now what do we do? Sort of a thing. So that was the leader. This is the Castle Sweet Castle, sort of the continuation of that. It's like, okay, now we're in this castle. Now I have to make this a home, and they accomplished that very well. All right, so I think on to the next episode. I think
Bloom and Gloom.
Yeah.
Should I start this time?
I guess so.
Okay. Okay. First off, I know a lot of you people probably didn't like the episode, which I can understand why.
Oh.
I cannot. I really, really enjoyed this episode. I don't even know why. Because through the whole episode, I had such an adventure, like an emotional roller coaster of myself, because I didn't know what was going on.
I know.
You should see You should have seen my reaction when Apple Bloom got her cutie mark, because I freaking believed it was real. I was like, no way, no way, and stuff like that, and that through the whole episode continued all the time, stuff like what and no way and etc, etc, and it was like, what the fuck is going on? And that was so amazing about this episode, like, oh, she is dreaming, what the fuck, blah blah blah. And yeah, I enjoyed it so much, like what they did with the episode. And this episode really brought the Cutie Mark Crusaders, especially Apple Bloom, a bit nearer to me. And yeah, I really, really liked this episode because it was such a roller coaster. Probably not when I watched the episode again, but the first time I watched it, it was amazing.
Yo! Yeah, I mean, I definitely liked this episode. I mean, I must admit, I sort of thought, like, wait a minute, this is too easy with the cutie mark, so I didn't really buy it the first time. It's like, and then eventually it's like, okay, wait a minute, this is another dream episode, this can't be real. But it is still like, what the heck is going on? Are we like trapped in like a time paradox loop thing or something? Somebody help us. Or something. But yeah, it's like I really like this episode because it's another dream episode, and Princess Luna got, you know, to be the dream guard once again and everything, and I like that. I like seeing so that. That was cool. And I do have to say that, you know, the second time it's not as good because you know that this is you know what happened, what's going on and everything, but the first time it was definitely really cool and everything, and it's always good to see Princess Luna, you know, being the dream guard and everything. I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And what I thought was amazing about this episode is that they, as Hasbro and DHX, finally like pick questions the fandom have always asked themselves, and explain them. Like, we always asked what happens when one of them got their cutie mark, and yeah, they took that question and answered it in an episode. Yeah. And I think that was a cool insight for me, at least, because I always thought, like, what would happen? What would happen? And yeah, they showed what would happen or what could happen, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, again, that was the whole. It's like, I think someone at you know, at DHX, you know, understands dream and these sorts of things very well, because this is almost, you know, going through and showing, you know, all the fears of these characters. It's like, this is what it's like. They've all of a sudden realized, wow, or thought about what would happen if we actually got our cutie marks, and what would happen then. And now they're going through and like they're having all these nightmares about it and everything, and it makes total sense for them. But of course, yeah, a lot of those questions have come from the fans themselves. Like, well, yeah, what would happen if one of them got their cutie mark and everything, and one of them didn't, and the other two didn't? It's like, ooh, what would happen then?
What would happen to the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
Yeah, I mean, the short answer is if these ponies really are friends, they'll be friends regardless of whether they have who has their cutie mark and who doesn't and everything. And you know, it'll be okay, I guess, in a way, with the short answer with this. And I like that, and it was interesting to see them explore all those things and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, we even learned something about a job in in Equestria, like the pest pony, was it?
Pest pony.
Yes, pest pony. That was so cool. I loved those little things. They looked like kind of parasprites with electricity and stuff. Yes. And yeah, that's just cool to see new creatures. And
I mean, it's gonna be difficult.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because it's a dream, I don't know if it's really, you know, if these things are real or not. We can assume that they are, but, you know.
Yeah, I already told you, because I believed it was real.
Okay.
And at the moment when all of those things, like, made Sweet Apple Acres explode, I was like, no! Another home gone!
Not again! That was my thing. Yeah. It's like, oh no, not again! They've rebuilt this place like 4 times already, not again!
Yeah, and then when finally Luna appeared, I was like, oh! Oh!
It's like, oh!
Luna, okay!
Okay, yes!
Yeah, and I thought that was really funny about this episode, because it totally, like, made me crazy. It was very enjoyable.
Yes. All
Next
right.
episode.
Yes, I think we have to pick up the pace a little bit, maybe. So,
Thanks
thanks for the memories.
the memories.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like, at first, this was an interesting... I mean, this was an episode in the way I didn't expect them to do. It's like, this is a quote-unquote a death episode, which I thought was kind of outside MLP's jurisdiction, shall we say. But they did it very well. They did it very well. Rainbow Dash got her first solo song, and it was pretty nice. I liked it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
It's kind of... It's sort of a villain-ish kind of a song, but, and everything. But this fits Rainbow Dash's character perfectly, and it was still really nice, and it was kind of touching, and it was nice. I mean, there are a couple problems with this episode, because obviously the thing with Rainbow Dash destroying the weather factory.
Yeah, that is harsh.
That's
like,
kind of
Rainbow Dash,
difficult.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
how can you do that?
How could you? It's like, would this be considered treason?
Yeah.
Dear, and of course you could go on up about that. I mean, that was hard because they can't pull Rainbow Dash aside and yell at her for doing that because that would break the flow of the episode and everything. But otherwise, it's like this was a good episode. It was a good way to deal with this whole issue and everything, and it was.
What
good.
would you do if someone goes?
What?
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 No, like this. They think about like what would you do or how would you behave when you lose someone.
Yeah, I mean that was exactly. Yeah, this is why it's a death episode. It's dealing with but as they usually do in a children's episode, the character in question does not actually die. It's more of a separation.
Of course, they wouldn't do that.
Of course, they can't do. It's like no, that definitely falls outside of MLP's jurisdiction, so to speak. But yeah, but they handled that very well. The scene at the end with all the mates crying. I was like, oh no, they're all gonna cry now. Oh no.
That was such a hilarious scene.
Yeah, it's like I kind of feel bad. It's like I shouldn't be laughing.
Applejack cries on the inside. It's true.
Yes, exactly.
That was
great. I love that line. Yeah. It's true.
It's true.
I like that. God. That was an interesting thing in itself. It's like, this is like all the... It's like, it's like, Pinkie Pie's like, I'm sad that you're not sad. Well, it's like, it's like Twilight's not upset or sad, and, not bad or anything. It's just, and everything. And I like that. I think that episode simply accomplished what it was trying to do, and it did it very well. But the episode was still kind of fun and everything, too, and I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, for me at least, Rainbow Dash is my least favorite of the main six. I sometimes really freaking hate her.
Yeah, I can understand.
Sometimes, because she can be such a bitch, and I am not so tolerant to bitches.
Yeah.
And first off, as the episode started and I saw, okay, it's gonna be a Rainbow Dash episode, I already expected to be pissed off the whole episode. But I wasn't. Yeah, I think this episode really showed so much emotion on Rainbow Dash's side, and we haven't seen that yet till this episode. Not like this. Like, we really saw how important Tank is to Rainbow Dash, and it really helped me to sympathize a bit with Rainbow Dash and to like her a bit more, to be exact.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that was such a surprise. It's like this is the first time we've seen her cry
exactly.
It's like, I didn't know you had it in you, Rainbow Dash. But of course she does and everything, and I like that. But yeah, we did get to see that the tank is actually really important to her and everything, and that was it was good and everything. I mean, the good news is Rainbow Dash, she can be a bit selfish sometimes, but the good news is that she's learning and she is in a way moving beyond that.
But she still was selfish.
She was definitely very selfish in this episode, but yeah, I mean,
she is, and that was pissing me off.
Yeah.
Like, Rainbow Dash, can't you one time in your freaking life think about others?
Yeah.
What would others do when you do this now? And like, she's only I mean, okay, she has good reasons to think like that, but
yeah, I mean, it's like,
she's not the element of not selfishness. I don't know what the opposite of selfishness.
Selflessness.
Generosity.
But
understanding.
Rainbow is not the element of understanding. She can be very loyal, but she can also be very loyal to herself sometimes, shall we say? But yeah,
yes.
but I mean,
Yes.
that's what I liked about the last season. You know, is that there were episodes where she's trying to resist that. She's going towards that, but she's clearly resisting it. Here she doesn't do that, but it's kind of understandable for her to do that because she's going through a lot right now and everything. But you know, but still.
And all in all, it was a cute episode. And it was so sad to watch the song because we all could sense that everything she's imagining in the song is not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
It is not going to work. And that's the sad part about it, because she's so into this. She so wants to make this work and stuff like that. And yeah, it just can't.
No.
And that was a sad thought about this.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna end in horrific disaster, and everyone knows it. It's like this is not gonna end well for you or anyone. Rainbow Dash, don't do it, I tell you. So, I guess next episode, unless there's something you.
Appaloosa's Most Wanted.
It was okay. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't dislike the episode, but I still could enjoy it because it was funny. The character were cool. Like Troubleshoes was a cool character, and we finally saw a horse. It was like a horse. What? That was what?
It's like he's monstrous. He's huge. He's a monster.
Yeah, he is so freaking huge.
I know. It's like I think Kim said it's like, you know, he's a horse in a world of ponies.
Yeah,
so,
that's
exactly what he is. He's like, hi. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, I liked the episode, and it was definitely not the best, but it was a good Cutie Map Crusaders episode because I usually do not like Cutie Map Crusaders episode because this show is already a child show.
Yep.
Show.
Yes,
and the Cutie Map Crusader episodes are even more childish than the normal episodes. So sometimes that annoys me a lot. Yeah, me at least. I know most people love the Cutie Map Crusaders and love the episodes of them, but I do not. And this episode was good, and I enjoyed it.
I think that's it. It's like
nothing more to say.
It's not the greatest episode.
And we saw Brayburn again.
Oh, yeah, Brayburn, yes.
Like, it has been so long. It has been so long.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I'm not really a big fan of Brayburn. I don't like him or dislike him. He's okay. But it was cool to see him again and everything. Oh, my poor leg. For some reason. And it's like, although he was probably killed by Applejack by the end of the episode, it's like, you lost the girls? How could you?
And I always enjoy the episodes I always enjoy the episodes who are not playing like in Ponyville or Canterlot, because we see that a lot, and it's playing Appaloosa again, and that was fun to see again. And yeah, most of all, I enjoyed like all the details. Like if we put like the old Appaloosa episode and this one together, there's so much difference. Like all the hats and the clothes and the beards and stuff like that. So much detail, and I really enjoy that they're putting so much effort with the details into season 5.
Yeah, it's like there's so much more assets and everything. I think it's the short answer in this season than My Little Pony in general, which is good for them. Yeah. Poor DHX, they work so hard. I mean, one thing I did, but I was like, I like the sheriff. The sheriff was cool. I liked him. It's like, we will not be intimidated. But it's like, but he's also understanding at the same time. It's like, and I also discovered that I actually have a really good Western accent. It's like, now hold on there. It's like Troubleshoes has done some bad stuff, but nothing like that. I like that. It's like, he's not like, okay, let's go get Troubleshoes. He's absolutely responsible for this. Let's go get him. No, he's understanding, and I like that, Eric. I like that.
Okay, I think that's it about this episode.
Yeah, it was okay.
Next
not great,
one.
but it was okay. I think you should start this one.
Make new friends, but keep Discord. Yeah, okay. I'm such a huge Discord fan, and Discord is my everything, my freaking everything. I couldn't live without Discord anymore. Seriously, I'm reading so much Discord fan fictions. I couldn't live without it.
Oh no.
And yeah, as the episode started, I already, because of the title, of course, I already knew it's gonna be a Discord episode, and I saw a teaser with a picture of in black and white, like sketchy, where Discord walked in and Celestia smiled, and I'm such a huge Celestia shipper, and I was like, please
Oh no.
Yeah, but I really, really, really enjoyed this episode. Out of the fact that this was the first episode where Discord is the main character, the absolute main character, not like one of the main characters. He is the main character, only out of his sight. No, out of his.
I don't. What? I'm not sure what you mean.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Discord.
Yes.
It was Discord, and yeah, and we saw so much background. Holy
I got to see
shit.
his house.
Exactly. I was always asking, where does he live? Is he living in Canterlot? Is he living in the pocket dimension? And he does. He's living in a pocket dimension, and that's so cool. Like,
Although I hope they save that poor male pony. It's like, no.
Yes.
I will save you.
The flying badgers.
The flying badgers.
No. Yeah, I don't want to go so deep into detail because there's so much I have to say about this. I would say about this episode, but yeah, the whole concept about Discord being jealous and stuff. It is so amazing. Like, I mean, Discord just recently started to be friendly and have friends and stuff like that. Of course, it's very hard for him to learn all that stuff in such a short time period. I mean, the main six had 4 seasons to learn all that, and he needs to do that all at once.
Yeah.
Or what? And yeah, and it's funny to see just how Discord is developing. Yeah.
Yes,
through the
developing.
season, and yeah, it's just really cool to see because for me personally, I really got used to Discord being reformed and stuff, and I always saw him like as one of the good guys, or I wanted to see him as one of the good guys because as the bad guy, he won't have as much appearances as he has now, and. Yeah, I didn't want to get him turned to stone again and stuff like that, and that's why I'm so happy for him to be just on the good side. Yeah. And the whole that they bring the gala back was amazing, and how the gala went was cool. I mean, there were very few ponies for like the biggest event in Equestria.
It's unfortunately a show for it's a 22-minute show on a weekly television budget. So
I mean, most of those episodes should be like 40 minutes because they can
like,
put so much into it.
Yeah, my point was that it's like they can only do so much in so much time. It's like they can't put like 50 ponies in there. They'll still be working on the episode now.
And as always, of course, we had so much amazing references and Easter eggs in the Discord episode. The Metal Gear box with the sign. Oh my god, that was so funny. And yes, there was so much into it. The only thing I personally missed was a little dance between Discord and Celestia. Or even, why couldn't they at least speak with each other? God damn it, they didn't interact with each other at all. At all. I mean, they're friends too, aren't they? She invited him. Why couldn't they at least...
Aww. Oh, NerfStranger's sad. Aww. Okay, so unfortunately I had a very different reaction at first to this episode, because I'm not gonna say I don't like Discord, but I'm not exactly a great fan of it. But I'm starting to warm up to him. I think the short answer is I need to chill out.
Okay.
I was in Royal Guard mode, shall I say, for most of this episode. Or something, or definitely in that scene at the end where he's threatening this pony and everything. What? Where basically he's threatening this pony. It's like put her down. I said put her down. That's unfortunately my reaction to that. But yeah, needed to just chill out, to be honest, because I've watched this episode a few more times and just started to sort of enjoy it a little bit more. I mean, at first it's like I've seen episodes like this before. It's like, oh, it's gonna be one of these episodes where the character's gonna be all jealous and angry and ticked off in the episode. It's like, oh man, it's like I don't want to do this. It's like, come on, Discord. But yeah, I mean, Discord has a lot to learn about friendship and everything, so it's understandable for him to be this way. And this is honestly a very good children's lesson. I would hope people, our age wouldn't need this lesson that, people are gonna have other friends other than us and everything, and that's perfectly fine. Doesn't mean it doesn't mean that these people are no longer our friends just because they have other friends. But it's a very child thing to feel that way sometimes. And but to me, it's like this doesn't have any value to me. It's like I know where this episode's going and everything. So, and the other is that Discord's behavior kind of put me off for most of this episode. It's like, come on, Discord, get with it. but again, it really was meant to be fun. And I do have to say, I didn't get a lot of the references. Like, I've never played Metal Gear Solid, so I didn't get that. But it's like, but there were still some fun things here, and it was cool to see Discord's home and everything. And it's like, I do feel for that poor male pony. I appreciate your service. I hope you make it out.
Yeah.
But no, ultimately this was meant to be fun, and it was cool. And I at first I was kind of surprised by the moment where I was surprised by Celestia a little bit in this episode.
Celestia's such a troll.
Yeah, she's
Holy
such a troll.
Shit.
It's like I kind of want to not accept that Celestia's a troll a little bit. Just a little
and me
bit,
as a shipper, I loved the last scene when she said that she enjoyed Discord being there so much and what he did and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and,
it's like,
and what we forgot to mention, Treehugger.
Oh yeah, Treehugger. Oh yeah,
such an amazing character.
Treehugger, she's just so
much.
trippy, and everything.
Yeah, she's like such a hippie, and she's
definitely a hippie. She's almost the definition of a hippie.
She was definitely
cool. I like
so
her.
high.
Yeah, she's. I don't know if she's high or not. I hope not. But it's like. But
oh, she definitely is. I mean, look at her. And that was funny to see such a such a character in the show. Like,
I like that. I mean, I like that. I like that line at the end with her. It's like it's like I need a few minutes to clear out my chakras before I can hug you from a place of authenticity. It's like I like that. It's like I'm willing to forgive you for this, but you got to give me a few minutes first before you can hug me. I like that. I like that. It was fun. I mean, this episode ultimately was meant to be fun, and I liked it, and I certainly liked the appearance of this Smooth, the Smooth that was in the first season. The first season of the very first generation of My Little Pony, because that was creepy as heck. It's like I don't remember
this Smooth was cute.
Yeah, he was cute. He was definitely. I definitely preferred the Smooth to the other one.
9.
Oh, I think. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
My aunt.
But yeah, overall this episode, it was good. It was fun. It was a good children's episode, and there were some fun things with the characters. Like I like Celestia. I mean, at first I was like surprised. It's like when Celestia laughs at Discord's joke about how bad Twilight can fly.
My god!
Like,
yes.
I was like,
I mean, I was like, I was so disappointed of Discord. I mean, he's Discord. He can do better than that.
It's like, you
seriously.
Come on, Discord. It's like a tough crowd.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Discord. You can do better than this.
Aladdin reference. Okay. But for me, because I mean, of course, children's show and Discord is always put in this light of like the one who has to learn the most.
It's sort of his job to be this child in a way. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. And because I am. How do I say this? I have like my totally own imagination of Discord in my mind. A total different light from the one in the show, and I love those episodes. Yeah, I love those episodes with Discord because it gives the people the chance to write fan fictions, etc., etc. And I love fan fictions, and writers can be so good, and they have so amazing ideas, and that's what comes up in my mind then. So I'm mostly excited for the fan fictions after the episode.
Those certainly be some interesting possibilities with that. Okay, so I think we have to move on now.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
I don't have that much safe place anymore.
Oh no, we're running out of time. Okay, so let's do
the Lost Treasure of Griffin Stone. Amazing.
Yes, it was very good. It was kind of surprising to me. I didn't expect, because I should have been surprised that Gilda was going to be, in Griffin Stone. It didn't occur to me at the time, but it's like, but that was awesome. I liked that. That was cool. I mean, that was interesting. Yeah, we went to a whole new location. We've seen the Griffins. We learned about their backstory. We learned a little bit more about how the Cutie Map works.
We saw this,
we did get to resolve the whole the thing with Gilda, and we're all just friends again. Yes, I like it.
I loved how we just saw another culture. like another country of another species in the show, and that was so cool just to see have a bit more insight in that. And yeah, and then Gilda's appearance. So back then, when I started MLP, I hated Gilda because I was the huge Fluttershy fan, which I'm not anymore, by the way.
Oh, dear.
So I didn't care about Gilda. I just didn't care. And yeah, because of this episode, I really like her. I like her character so much, and what they did with her, and like the little flashback. Oh my god, that was so cute.
Yes, Gilda was so cute. It's like, I'm Gilda.
Pinky was so disturbing in this episode.
Pinky
She
was
was fucking flirting with the statue.
She's flirting with the
Shit.
statue, yes.
But yeah, this episode was just really cool to see this, like, yeah, friendship between Gilda and Rainbow Dash and stuff like that. And I hope to see, yeah, of course, I hope to see Gilda again, and maybe like an encounter between Gilda and Fluttershy, so they make up as well, and even even become very good friends. That would be
That'd
cute
be cool.
episode, I think.
That'd be cool.
Ouch!
What? Oh no, he's been wounded!
My weapon hurt me.
Oh no!
What did you do? What did you do?
Okay. So,
So next one, this is gonna be a hard, tough one.
it's like, what?
Slice of life.
This episode was horrible and I hated it. No, just kidding. This episode was awesome.
Holy shit!
This
yeah.
was definitely a really good episode. It's kind of surprising to me. I think the target audience might be a little confused by this episode because, like, why are we focusing on all the background characters?
Yeah.
But otherwise, this is a good episode. It was just fun. This was never episode. This was almost a big party for like all the Brodies and the fans of the show and everything because it is the 100th episode. Oh,
it was such a
definitely-
ride,
awesome.
roller coaster.
It was
Holy
just so many
shit!
things. We could probably make a whole other video on how awesome this episode is. So
Yes,
I think
yes. So we should really cut it short. I mean, like, this episode was amazing. We saw our favorite background characters, everyone except Vinyl got a voice. All of those voices were amazing. We saw places, we saw their homes, etc., etc. More backstory. Everything was amazing. So many characters. Everything was put together so well. And yeah, I think that's the best about this episode. How much there was so much into this 20 minutes,
yep.
but it was put together so well. That was the amazing fact about this. But yeah, I really loved this episode. Yeah, I found it so amazing how, like, the background ponies are the main characters and the main characters are the background ponies in this episode.
It's like, Main 6, go fight your monster, because you're not allowed to participate in this episode.
I guess both of us will put like a link to playlists in the description of our reaction videos, so
Probably.
you should watch there to see our reactions and what we thought about the episode in whole. And
Yep.
yeah, and
Yeah.
but the best thing about this episode, of course, was Gummy.
Yeah, Gummy, I was gonna say, it was like,
Holy
I'm sure we could go
shit.
on, that was such a surprise. It's like, oh my gosh, Gummy, he's speaking. And, oh
Like
my
this-
gosh, that
holy
was
shit.
deep, man. That was deep.
That was so deep. Shit, it has blown my mind. Like, what the fuck? I did not know what to say. I was like looking at my screen,
I'm just like, I'm in shock.
tears in my eyes out of shock. And then the changeling, like
The
a
changeling, yeah.
changeling.
I changed, like, yes. We can't be friends, I tell you.
I want to know what's up with that.
Someone's informed me. I think it was I forget who the tweet was from, but it was from one of the staff. It's like the changeling was a friend of Matilda's, so he was invited. So
Yeah, of course he was.
because I kind of got this sort of guff. It's like, well, why didn't you defend us against the changeling? I
Yeah.
thought he was invited. Because otherwise everyone would be going, oh my god, it's a changeling! Ah!
Yeah, but it was. While watching this episode, it was so unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
Like, all of it, like, you think it is just a fan animation.
Yeah,
You think this can't be canon. It just can't.
but it is.
How is this possible?
I think that's what A and Y said. Is like, is this a fan video? No,
Yes.
it's not.
Oh my god.
And I think it was. I think okay. So I think it's time to move on. So I was like,
Yeah.
but I think I will say short. It's like thank you to DHX and Team My
Oh
Little
my
Pony.
God.
That was an awesome
Thank you
episode,
so
and
much.
I very much appreciate it. Yo!
And I love how like DHX and Hasbro just how they think about us bronies, and
It's
like
they-
do this for us as a
it's like
thank
they
you.
do
and
care. They do care. I tell
yeah,
you.
they do. Oh my god. And in the episodes after Slice of Life, some details, some characters got voices, some details you just can see that they like put the show in a place where where it's even more for the bronies. Like where now not only the kids are the targets, but we are as well, and I love that.
Okay. Yes. All right. On to the next episode. Yeah, Princess Spike. So I mean, I kind of. I mean, I think this episode's okay. It's not great. It's okay. I mean, it's. I think
It was
you know
okay.
I think they actually kind of got that balance of Spike going to the dark side a little bit, but not going too far. It's like but it was. You know, it's still like, oh, come on, Spike, kind of a thing.
It was
but,
very, very funny at moments. It was very, very annoying at moments. And all in all, it was okay.
It was okay. It was good. So yeah, okay. So
We had a few very good background characters. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, so much references and, yeah.
yeah.
And I totally can relate to Spike in this episode because I would do
Yeah.
the same thing. I would so use it if I like know a prominent person or so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would probably do that and everything. Because it's a very identifiable thing. It's like no one cares about my opinion or what I say, and now all of a sudden you're in a position where that's changed. It's like this is gonna be fun. But you know, it's like I also like Cadence in this episode. She's so
I love
figured it
Cadence.
out. She's so figured it out already. I like that about her. It's like and then
Yes.
again, this is one of the few times you've actually got to see her when there isn't a big huge crisis
Yes.
sort of a thing. So that was cool as well.
Yeah.
But overall, I did like the lesson and the sentiment at the end of this episode. So it's okay.
So guys, if you want to, what the fuck? My door
a noise.
just closed. A ghost.
Oh,
A
no.
ghost is here. Yeah, if you want to know more what we think about the episode, you need to watch the reactions. We really can't talk too much because this video would take like 7 hours.
It's like neither of us have that kind of time, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Party
So-
pooped. It was okay.
It was okay. The acts were kind of jerks.
I think
but they were okay. in the end.
I even like think Party Poop was the worst episode of this season. It still was okay. It was still an enjoyable episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't really good. It was okay. But
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Nah, it
was
wasn't.
just-
It wasn't a bad
like,
episode. It wasn't
Yeah,
great.
in
but it was
in
okay.
relation to the other episodes of season 5 it was bad.
Hmm.
But it's still a good episode in relation to some of the bad episodes of the older seasons.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It did have a kind of a good lesson. It's a sort of a difficult lesson to get your head around, but you know, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it.
And damn, those yaks are dangerous.
yeah, they're dangerous and they're mean. It's
Holy
like
shit. No, they're
Yikes.
dangerous. They wanted to kill those animals.
They were gonna crush those poor defenseless animals. They're mean.
Yeah.
And it's like there's one thing in this season is that there's a lot of these situations. If you did this in the real world, you would never get away with this. You'd get it's like I mean I think someone said I mean it'd be like someone in the White House or wherever a delegation. And all of a sudden somebody takes them off and they destroyed the inside of the White House. It's like you wouldn't get away with that. They call this the security and stuff and everything. It's like that wouldn't go over very well and everything. So.
And I like the insight to how Pinky plans her parties. I love how much she's thinking about this, how much thought she puts into those parties, and like how she studies those ponies to know what they like, and that is really cool to see her party planning room and stuff.
She knows everything. Oh no.
Yes. And
that was cool too.
The thing when she was on the slide and
Oh.
on the what is the
Yeah, I think you mean the slide.
yeah, and she slided all the way back to Ponyville.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What the fuck? Seriously, I mean, I'm not even mentioning those things when Pinky does things ponies shouldn't be able to do. I'm not even talking about that anymore, but this just like what?
It's not physically possible, I tell you.
Pinky's just almighty.
It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, all the laws of physics go away whenever they're involved with Pinkie Pie. She has like an anti-physics bubble that exists around her.
Okay, then I think that's it. Okay,
yes, okay,
amending
it was okay.
fences.
Amending fences. Ooh, this was.
Holy
this
shit.
This is definitely more than just another episode for me. This was a very hard-hitting episode for me because it's like I've been Twilight and Moon Dancer at times and everything, so I understand how it feels to be both these characters, and these are both difficult emotional problems, and I did like the way they resolved the situation, that they weren't pulling any punches with that last scene. It's like, because Moon Dancer is literally on the ground broken down and crying, and like, this is not just, oh, we're gonna throw in every party and it'll fix everything. No, that's not enough. That's not gonna fix it. You know, Twilight has to go to her and basically say, I hurt you, I'm sorry, and I want to make this right again. And I liked that. I mean, that was good. They handled that, quote-unquote, realistically, and I liked that.
Yeah. And it's so cool to see, like, Moon Dancer is the pony Twilight would have become if she hadn't found her friends.
Yep.
That is so cool. I mean, as the episode started and the talking about her old friends, I was like, Twilight, you did not have any friends back then. Because as bronies, we never saw that. We only knew what we know about the first episode.
Yeah.
And of season 1, I mean, the very first episode. So no one of us did know that Twilight actually had friends. It always was explained like Twilight did not have any friends, and etc, etc, and that like was just like so mind-blowing, like what the heck is going on here, because this episode explains so much we didn't know. And yeah, like how this episode came to be. They take this little freaking teeny tiny scene from the very first episode and make it into this episode.
Yeah, that was
like,
cool.
I mean, the little scene from season 1, it didn't even mean anything. It was Moon Dancer's birthday. Twilight didn't get to there. And yeah, and then they take that and think about something like this. Holy crap.
It's almost
so
it's almost like they knew what they were doing.
Yes. It's all planned
I
all
like that,
along.
Because that scene initially was just to show us that Twilight cares more about studying than she does about her friends. That they took that simple little concept and they turned it into this. They took it and they showed to where that leads, and that was great and everything. And that does show that where she was to where she was to where she is now, and that was so cool. And again, they showed how to go and resolve that conflict, and I liked that. And it was kind of hard, but it was really cool at the same time.
Blue.
Because it did get resolved and everything at the end. And we're all just friends again. It's just so nice.
Blue.
What?
I think that the Illuminati are behind this. The Illuminatis.
The Illuminati? What? I think we've been invaded.
Yes,
the Illuminati are taking over.
They planned all it. They planned all of it all along.
Oh
It
no,
was
it's
all just a
conspiracy.
big plan to rule the world. And it's working.
Trust
Someday
no
everyone
one.
will be a brony.
Yes, we said.
The fandom isn't gonna stop.
It's like we will convert them all. I tell you, it's like we will love and tolerate them to death. Oh no! All right. So unless you have anything more to say on this episode, onto the final episode.
All the flashbacks, like
the
holy shit,
flashbacks.
when they were Phillies, like or Colgate or Minuet in this case. Was just such an amazing character. I mean, she's a background pony of the fandom as well, like one of the favorites, and it's so cool. They gave her a personality as well, and 11 hearts and heartstrings, and that's so amazing. Holy shit! And Moon Dancer was amazing, and holy freaking crap, this episode was just so amazing.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, NerfStranger is in shock.
Yeah, I'm having orgasm right now.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh no! Okay, let's. Oh dear. Uh-oh, let's keep it PG.
Enough of this.
Okay, yes, we're running out of time. It's like, okay, so...
Okay, I have like 250 megabytes left.
Oh no, we're doomed. Okay, so we gotta do this.
Okay, do Princess's Stream of Magic Sheep. Holy shit, I cried.
Yo, it's like, well, I
it.
wanted to, sort of, but it's like, that was nice. It's like, oh, definitely have a lot to say on this episode. It was, but, well, I think I would be saving that. I think in short, this episode was amazing, and it was so awesome. It was like, it was such an interesting thing into Luna's character, which, the good and the bad thing about that is that, this sort of comes out of nowhere. We haven't really seen, Luna being, quote unquote, remorseful or feeling guilty about Nightmare Moon until now. So
yeah, we could image it before, but
yeah, we can imagine it's there, but it's never been canonized until this moment, and now they have to set that up, resolve it, and do all this in this one episode. But the thing is, they did it, and they did it very well, and they had such a cool concept as well. It's like the dream battle. It's like, unleash the power of your dreams upon them. I love that. That's definitely going to open up a lot of possibilities for fan fictions, fan images, everything. It's going to be so much fun. And this episode was just so cool because, again, we got so much insight into the dream world, how it works.
Yes,
Princess
exactly.
Luna and even the Maid Six and everything. And I know we could go on for hours and hours on this episode, but I think this was an excellent episode. I liked it. This was definitely a great way to end the first half of this season.
Wait. Oh, my camera turned off. Wait a second.
Oh no. Okay, I think.
No, wait.
So,
I'm changing the save file, so maybe it works then.
Okay, so NerfStranger is having camera issues, so maybe I'll put a picture of his OC or something here while he's fiddling with that. But anything to say?
Okay, I have 3 more minutes. So
three.
Okay. What I need to mention about this episode is I think it was so amazingly well done. How funny the episode was at first. And then, like, out of nowhere, it turned immediately so bad. From, like, so funny to so bad. Like, in the moment when everything went too much and like, Luna broke and then she told us what is happening. And holy crap, that was so sad. Like, oh my god, what Luna is doing to herself. But the only thing I really, really, really need to complain about this is that where the fuck is Celestia? Luna has such an emotional breakdown in this episode. She is like, this is so... Yeah, Celestia should be with her in this moment. And I hate it how Hasbro and DHX are like... Yeah, putting Celestia and Luna in different lights. I mean, I needed Celestia episodes. I like Celestia so much, and I want an episode of her. And we only see Luna and Luna's problems and Luna's emotions, and that's why Luna's the fan favorite. And I don't like that. But the thing is, in such a moment, in such a case, and stuff like that, Celestia should be with her. And
that's actually a good point. I mean, I think the short answer is that
it's so hard to explain.
If Celestia could be here, she would have been, but it was sort of established that Celestia is not here because she couldn't help her. So, however, if they knew that this was going to happen, that they were going to have this big dream battle, that I have a feeling Celestia would be here. She would have, been like, she would have gone to sleep with the Maid Six or something, and then she would have been a part of this. But it's like, we don't have time to go call Celestia and bring her down here. I think the short answer is probably maybe they do want to keep the two princesses separate. They don't want Celestia to get involved here.
Yeah, you guys need to see my reaction video because I complained so much about this whole Celestia and Luna and princesses differences issue, blah blah blah. But yeah, I agree with you. It would be nice to see both the princesses together and actually being sisters and everything, which I will say was one thing that was nice about Slice of Life. We got to see them as just being two sisters having an ordinary day argument, which was kind of nice. Okay, my camera.
Okay, so we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Okay. I personally can't decide for a favorite episode of this season. I loved Make New Friends But Keep Discord. I loved Treasure of Griffin Stone. Slice of Life was amazing. Mending Fences was awesome. Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep was amazing. Cutie Markless was amazing. Sweet Castle was amazing. Bloom and Gloom was amazing. Holy fucking shit! All of the episodes are just so awesome. And yeah, there were those few who were just not as good, but I couldn't decide for a favorite here.
Yeah,
I could not.
I'm leaning towards The Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep because I just love all the dream stuff and Luna and everything. And it was if I could insert Blue Star into an episode, that would have definitely been the one to do it. There would have been so many fun things for him to do there.
Okay.
So that's sort of my favorite. But yeah, it's like I kind of agree. It's like they're all good in their own ways, and there's no one that's like this is absolutely the best episode of this season. And I can't really I can't decide on, a worst either. It's like, there's some good and bad ones, but, it's like, overall, I think the first half of the season was really good. It was hard-hitting, because there was a lot of heavy emotional episodes in a way, but it was usually in a good way, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoy most of the season, and I think, overall, they're doing good work, and it's awesome, and I thank you to DHX.
I'm so hyped for the second half.
Yes, so am I.
Holy shit.
Wish it wasn't in like 3 months from now or something. Oh! So
season 5 is freaking amazing. It has blown my mind in so many ways. It has caused me to cry, it has caused me to laugh, etc, etc. This season is amazing. What do you guys think about this? Tell us in the comments. And yeah, as we said, if you want to know more about what we thought about the episodes, then you would need to watch our reaction videos. Links in the playlist, in the description, I mean.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Yeah, and tell us in the comments what about this video you liked and what you disliked and what we should do better, because we're planning on doing the second half as well when it's finished.
Yes.
And yeah, it would be awesome of you to tell us what to do better and yeah, what you would like to see, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And thank you for NerfStranger for appearing and everything.
I mean, you guys can't see me right now, but I'm dancing and yeah. Oh no, I can't even punch my camera now. I don't know if you know, but like every time in my videos, I'm punching my camera at the end of it.
Oh dear.
I slap it.
That sounds dangerous.
That's my goodbye, bro. Who slap punch fucking in the camera.
All right.
But yeah, thank you, Blue Star, for letting me be in this video with you. It has been fun. Yeah.
Okay, so as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.
And NerfStrangerX out as well.